You know, when people hit their 60s or 70s, they often start to notice something very subtle. Walking up the stairs feels heavier. Getting out of a chair takes more effort, and that once firm muscle tone starts to fade. What's happening here isn't just aging. It's something called sarcopenia, the silent loss of muscle mass that accelerates after 50. And if you don't address it now, it doesn't just weaken your legs, it shortens your lifespan. But the good news is you can absolutely reverse it. In fact, what you eat tomorrow morning can start transforming your strength within 24 hours. Most people believe muscle loss after 60 is simply a part of getting older, but that's one of the biggest misconceptions in modern health. What's really happening is not aging, it's neglect. Your body is brilliantly designed to renew itself even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. The problem is that over the years, we stop feeding and challenging our muscles the way we used to. We trade movement for comfort, protein for carbs, and recovery for convenience. Slowly, the body adapts to that lifestyle. It begins to conserve rather than build, and the first to suffer are your muscles. Sarcopenia begins quietly. You might not notice it right away. Your legs feel heavier, your energy a little lower, your balance slightly off. But deep inside your body, your muscle fibers are shrinking, and your mitochondria, the power generators of your cells, are slowing down because they're starving for the right nutrients. Here's the truth that changes everything. Your muscles don't age the way you think they do. They respond to what you give them. When you supply them with the right fuel, they start to regenerate no matter how long it's been. Protein and fat are not just nutrients, they're signals. They tell your body to rebuild, repair, and recover. When you eat the right kind of breakfast, like pasture-raised eggs, wild-caught salmon, and nutrient-rich greens, you're not just eating food, you're sending a message to your cells that says, wake up. It's time to grow stronger again. Your mitochondria switch from energy conservation to energy production. Growth hormone rises, insulin drops, and your body reactivates the same mechanisms that kept you strong in your 20s. Think about it. Your body replaces nearly every cell over time. That means you're constantly under construction. The problem is most people are building with the wrong materials. A diet full of processed carbs, low-quality oils, and sugar-laden foods doesn't provide the bricks your body needs to build muscle. Instead, it inflames and weakens your system. But once you flip that metabolic switch and begin nourishing your body with clean protein and healthy fats, your muscles respond almost immediately. You start feeling that inner spark of energy again, that feeling of strength returning to your legs and confidence returning to your posture. It's not magic, it's physiology responding to your choices. And here's where it gets fascinating. The loss of muscle is directly tied to the loss of vitality. Your muscles are not just for movement. They're your body's largest metabolic organ. The stronger they are, the more energy you produce, the better your insulin sensitivity, the sharper your brain function, and the slower your biological clock ticks. When your muscles shrink, everything else begins to deteriorate, but the reverse is also true. Rebuild your muscles and you start to rebuild your health from the inside out. Every step, every stretch, every protein-packed meal is a signal to your body that you are still in control of your aging process. I want you to imagine waking up in the morning and actually feeling strong again, not just capable, but powerful. You walk up the stairs with energy instead of fatigue. You bend down to pick something up without fear of falling. You feel grounded, steady, and alive. That's what happens when your muscles are fed and functioning. And it all starts with one decision: to stop treating age as an excuse and start treating your body like the masterpiece it is. Your body is constantly listening to what you feed it, how you move it, and what you believe about it. The moment you stop neglecting it and start nourishing it, the renewal begins. The truth is, you don't lose muscle because you get old. You lose it because you stop telling your body to keep it. And starting today, you can change that signal. The body that once built strength effortlessly is still within you. It's just waiting for the right message to rebuild again. Breakfast is the first conversation you have with your body every day, and what you say through your food determines how your body will perform, heal, and feel for the next 24 hours. The problem is, most people start that conversation the wrong way. They wake up, grab a bowl of cereal, a piece of toast, or a glass of orange juice, believing it's healthy because that's what they've been told for decades. But that kind of breakfast doesn't energize your body. It sabotages it. It spikes your insulin, floods your bloodstream with glucose, and locks your body in fat storing mode for the rest of the day. You can't build strength, burn fat, or even think clearly when your blood sugar is swinging like a pendulum. That quick energy boost you feel after eating sugar and carbs is actually your body's emergency response to a crash that's coming right after. The truth is, breakfast can either be your strongest medicine or your slowest poison. The moment you break your fast, you're either setting your body up for inflammation, fatigue, and muscle breakdown, or you're triggering repair, clarity, and cellular growth. When you eat a traditional high-carb breakfast, you're not feeding your body, you're sedating it. Your metabolism slows down, your growth hormone plummets, and your ability to burn fat and build muscle shuts off like a switch. But when you start your day with protein and healthy fats, foods like eggs, wild salmon, avocado, or even a protein smoothie with MCT oil, you ignite your body's repair mechanism. You teach your body to use stored fat for fuel instead of depending on glucose. You flip from fat storing mode to fat burning mode, and that's when transformation begins. Imagine starting your morning with a meal that tells your body, we're going to build today. High-quality protein contains amino acids like leucine, which act as the building blocks for new muscle tissue. Healthy fats stabilize your blood sugar and give your cells the energy they need to function efficiently. Together, they form a metabolic combination that supports muscle strength, joint health, and even brain performance. Within just a day or two of eating this way, most people notice they're not crashing in the afternoon anymore. Their focus sharpens and their energy feels stable. That's not coincidence. It's chemistry working in your favor. Most people underestimate how fast their body can change once it's fed properly. When you eat a high-fat, moderate protein breakfast and avoid carbs, you activate enzymes that start burning fat for fuel within hours. Your insulin levels drop, inflammation decreases, and growth hormone begins to rise. This is critical for anyone over 60 because growth hormone is one of the main factors that protect your muscle mass. When insulin is high, growth hormone can't do its job. But when insulin is low, your body becomes a muscle-preserving, fat-burning machine. That's why skipping the sugary breakfast isn't just a diet choice. It's a longevity strategy. Think about how you feel when you skip breakfast versus when you eat something heavy in carbs. When you skip the processed foods and instead delay your meal or replace it with something nutrient-dense, you're teaching your body to become metabolically flexible. You no longer rely on snacks, you no longer crash before lunch, and your energy feels clean, like a steady flame instead of a flickering spark. And here's the most powerful part. Once you train your body to use fat for fuel, you actually begin to protect your brain, your heart, and your muscles from degeneration. This isn't just about looking good, it's about preserving your vitality from the inside out. Your breakfast sets the tone for every hormone in your body. It determines how your metabolism functions, how your muscles recover, and how your mind performs. One meal can make the difference between a day where you feel sluggish and one where you feel unstoppable. The choice is simple but powerful. Feed your body what it was designed to use, not what marketing tells you to eat. Because the breakfast that builds you doesn't come from a box, it comes from nature. Eggs, salmon, avocado, spinach. These foods tell your body it's time to thrive, not just survive. The moment you start your morning with the right fuel, you'll realize that energy, strength, and focus aren't lost with age. They're just waiting for the right meal to bring them back to life. Your legs are more than just your foundation. They are the engine that drives your entire body. Every time you take a step, stand up, or climb a stair, you're activating some of the largest, most powerful muscles in your system. These muscles don't just move you, they regulate your metabolism, balance your hormones, and even protect your brain. The strength of your legs predicts the strength of your life. The moment those muscles start to weaken, everything begins to slow down. Your circulation, your energy, your mental sharpness, even your immune system. But when you start to build them back up, the entire body responds like it's coming back to life. Strong legs don't just help you stand taller, they keep you living longer. The connection between leg strength and longevity isn't just motivational, it's biological. Your legs hold the largest concentration of skeletal muscle in your body, and those muscles are your metabolic powerhouses. They help regulate blood sugar, burn fat, and maintain balance and coordination. When you lose leg strength, you don't just lose mobility, you lose stability, independence, and confidence. And for people over 60, this loss can happen faster than you realize. That's why feeding and training your leg muscles is one of the most powerful anti-aging strategies you'll ever use. The breakfast you eat plays a massive role in this because what you eat determines how well your muscles perform. If you start your day with sugar and refined carbs, you're feeding weakness. But if you start your day with nutrient-dense protein and healthy fats, you're feeding strength, endurance, and regeneration. When you nourish your body properly, your leg muscles respond almost immediately. Within just days of consistent high protein, low carb nutrition, your mitochondria, the energy centers inside your cells, begin to multiply. More mitochondria mean more strength and stamina. Your muscles become more efficient at using fat for energy, reducing fatigue, and keeping you active throughout the day. You begin to notice that walking feels easier, standing feels lighter, and stairs no longer feel like a challenge. That's not coincidence. That's your body shifting gears into performance mode. You're teaching your muscles to become engines of energy again instead of victims of aging. What most people don't realize is that the decline in leg strength isn't just a matter of unused muscles, it's hormonal. As you age, growth hormone and testosterone naturally drop and insulin resistance creeps in. This deadly combination suppresses muscle growth and increases fat storage, especially around the thighs and hips. But the moment you lower insulin through proper diet and fasting and raise growth hormone naturally through sleep and nutrient timing, your body begins to rebuild muscle even after years of decline. That's why what you eat for breakfast matters more than any supplement. It's the first hormonal signal of your day. A protein-rich, fat-fueled meal tells your body, we're building today. It awakens those hormones that repair muscle fibers and restore energy at a cellular level. When your legs get stronger, everything changes. Your blood sugar becomes more stable, your posture improves, and your confidence returns. You begin to move with purpose again. The more you move, the more blood you circulate, the more oxygen you deliver to your brain and organs, and the more alive you feel. Even simple activities like walking, squatting, or climbing stairs become opportunities to strengthen your foundation. The stronger your legs, the less pressure on your joints, the better your circulation, and the more efficient your metabolism. You literally start reversing biological age every time you move with strength and fuel your muscles correctly. Imagine being able to wake up and feel your legs support you with power and balance. Imagine walking into your day feeling grounded, stable, and confident, without pain, stiffness, or fatigue. That's the kind of vitality that comes when you feed and train your legs the right way. Your legs aren't just for movement. They're your lifeline. They connect you to the world, carry your independence, and anchor your strength. The moment you decide to nourish them, you're not just improving your mobility, you're securing your longevity. Because the truth is, the strength in your legs reflects the strength of your life. Feed them well, move them daily, and they'll carry you through every season of life with power, balance, and grace. It doesn't matter how old you are, your body still remembers how to heal, rebuild, and grow. The belief that you can't build muscle after 60 is one of the biggest lies ever told in health. Science has proven that even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond, your body is capable of regenerating new muscle fibers if you give it the right conditions. Age doesn't shut down your body's ability to grow. It simply slows down the communication between your cells. The truth is, your body hasn't forgotten how to get stronger. It's just been waiting for the right message. And that message is delivered through your choices, what you eat, how you move, and how you live each day. Most people hit a certain age and start to believe decline is inevitable. They accept fatigue, weakness, and stiffness as the new normal. But what if those symptoms aren't aging at all? What if they're just the result of years of poor nutrition, low quality food, and too little movement? The moment you change what goes into your body changes how it performs. When you replace sugar and processed foods with high-quality protein, healthy fats, and nutrient-dense vegetables, your metabolism reignites. Your hormones rebalance. Your muscles begin to repair. It's like flipping a switch that turns on your body's built-in restoration system. The process may have slowed, but it never stopped. It's just waiting for your permission to restart. Here's something incredible. Your body has a built-in memory of strength. Every time you lift, walk, or move with intention, you're reactivating that memory. Even if you haven't exercised in years, your muscles can remember how to perform when properly fueled. The right nutrition, especially first thing in the day, tells your body to rebuild rather than break down. Protein provides the amino acids needed to construct new muscle tissue, while fats give your cells the energy to recover. Together, they create an environment where growth becomes possible again, and once you feel that first surge of energy, that first moment of stability in your legs, something changes in your mind. You realize that aging doesn't mean losing control. It means learning how to work with your body, not against it. People often say, "It's too late for me," but the truth is, it's never too late. Your body is always listening to what you do. If you feed it junk, it declines. If you feed it life, it responds with strength. Studies have shown that even individuals in their 90s can increase muscle mass and strength with proper nutrition and gentle resistance training. That means the clock isn't the problem, it's the fuel and the mindset. When you believe your best years are behind you, your body follows that command. But when you decide that strength, clarity, and energy are still within reach, your body starts obeying that decision. Every cell in your body is designed to repair and adapt when given the right message, and that message starts with your daily habits. Think about the power of one simple change. Imagine starting your mornings with real food: eggs, salmon, avocado, spinach, and watching how quickly your energy rises. Imagine fasting strategically and feeling your brain clear up, your focus sharpen, your legs feel lighter. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing not decline, but renewal. This isn't fantasy. It's biology responding to care and consistency. The same hormones that built your body in your 20s are still there, waiting for activation. Growth hormone, testosterone, and repair enzymes can all rise naturally when you eat correctly, move daily, and rest deeply. You are not fragile, you are resilient. The body you live in is not deteriorating, it's adapting to how you treat it. When you decide to give it real nutrition, movement, and recovery, it begins to rebuild itself from the inside out. Every muscle fiber you regain, every ounce of strength you restore, adds years to your life and life to your years. Aging is not a decline, it's an opportunity to master your body on a deeper level. Because when you choose to rebuild, your body listens. It's never too late to start, but it's always too early to give up. The power to transform your body and your future still lives within you, waiting for you to simply begin. So here's my challenge to you tomorrow morning. Skip the cereal, skip the orange juice. Instead, make a muscle-building breakfast: eggs, salmon, avocado, spinach, maybe even some olive oil. Do this for just 1 week and watch how your legs begin to feel firmer, your energy steadier, your posture more confident. This isn't hype. This is pure physiology. Your body is designed to heal when you feed it right. Remember, it's never too late. Whether you're 60, 70, or even 80, your body still listens. You can rebuild muscle, boost strength, and turn back the biological clock, all by making one simple change at breakfast. So, start tomorrow. Give your body the gift of real food and watch what happens. Because sarcopenia doesn't stand a chance when you nourish your body the way nature intended. Would you like me to add timestamps, SEO description, hashtags, and video tags for YouTube in Dr. Berg's style next? That'll make it ready for upload.